fair to say it's much easier for your generation than the last one?
Yeah.
For sure.
When you see a girl, were you feeling like, wow, yummy? Or were you, that's terrible. That's so wrong. I'm not a good mentor. I'm a bad mentor. But in Bombay,
Younger,
in Mumbai.
no, long distance again.
This is not gay enough for
That's
me,
why it
man.
got easier.
I want to be gay from far. I'm also gay. He lives in Armenia.
No, see, when they draw comparison to it as something that's bad, that's where it goes wrong. Like, you can use it in a very fun way. We ourselves use it, right? Like you said, that's okay. Like, but like, don't use it in a derogatory.
So it's like the N-word? If a gay guy calls you whatever, you're okay. If a non-gay guy calls you, then you have to be little...
No, like, again, it can be used in a funny way. But if you're drawing comparison to it to being something dirty, then it's not okay. Like caste slurs, right?
Yeah. One of my favorite things to say when I'm alone at home is Honey Imm Home. Because then my wife's voice I don't have to hear. So it's like saying it, my dogs bark and they come jumping on me and we hug and kiss and do what families really should do. However, I'm here with two young men who've become quite a sensation on YouTube and Insta with, let's say, breaking the glass ceiling. It's been broken a few times now, so let's not overdo it. It's not like they're the first. But breaking the glass ceiling, being a outwardly gay couple who talk about their experiences, being gay and beyond, obviously, in a show called Honey Imm Home, right?
Yes.
So let's introduce everybody. You're Atulan.
There you go.
And
you're
I'm Divesh.
Divesh. Okay. But before we start, just tell us about this Honey Imm Home thingy. Because you all live together, is that it? Is that the reason you don't live together?
No, we live together, but like the reason.
Sadly, we do.
But like the reason is quite silly, honestly. It was just.
You're on
like
the right show. It is quite silly. There's nothing cerebral in this show. Tell me.
It was very random. We were just discussing what should we call it, and then I remembered, like we were bouncing off a few names, and I remember in college when I used to live with my flatmate, and she used to
You
randomly.
live with a woman? Yeah. How dare you? That's our market, bro. You stay in your freaking market. Don't touch my market. My market is over now, but my people's market, the world is divided. Sorry.
So basically, she used to just say, "Honey, I'm home." So I just bounced it off him, and he's like, "Yeah, that sounds nice. Let's just go with it." And then I am was taken, so we made IMM. So that's about
But coming back to Honey Imm Home, I'm just thinking that it's a very presumptuous and narcissistic thing to say forget gay or straight.
Yeah.
When you come in and you announce Honey Imm Home, it's like now suddenly everybody should be clapping. The great person has come. And how was your day? Take the briefcase, give you coffee, put you on a settee or something like that. So, but it's nothing to do with that. It's just a name you like.
stupid name.
So, what are the ones you didn't that you negated? One was IMM.
No, so basically, Honey, I'm home. The spelling is I am, right? Like I am.
Oh, okay.
It was taken on Instagram, so we put 2 M's on it. So we're like, we still like the name, so we'll go for whatever is available.
Typical. Just add a letter and you can do what
It
you
was
want.
just a smart decision. In my case, I just think that we started creating like travel content. So it was like every city that we go to is our home. Then we started creating lifestyle content. So like Honey, I found a home in him, kinds. And now we're doing home decor content.
You're doing home decor content?
Yeah, like from
Or they
time to
advertise on you, or you actually do home decor
time.
content?
We do home decor.
So when we moved in together, we kind of renovated the whole house. So that's when it all started, about the home decor and stuff
So
like
if you go to think, it's a very smart name.
No, it's a very good business idea also, when I'm thinking about it.
We've trademarked it, just putting it out there.
Trademarked it, so no one can steal it at the moment. Okay, but now let's rewind and figure out how this whole thing... By the way, look at the tattoos on both of you. Are these...
Yeah, we have a lot.
Can you just show the camera? Because that's a hell of a lot.
Which one?
We only have one working camera, 2 are dummies.
2 are dummies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
Some
Sorry,
are-
Divesh, you're a little less, huh? He's a bit more dominating when it comes to the tattoo
That's
world.
okay, please.
Yeah, I've lost count now.
Well, what are they? Do they signify things or just all kinds of things? Because some people
All
are very
kinds of
touchy
things.
about the tattoo.
This one's a little like, this is my cat, Frenchie, eating French fries. And
Okay.
rest are like just, I like them.
You have French fries as a tattoo. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You really like tattoos.
I have some dumb tattoos.
Not making a point. So there's nothing where you sort of, rage against the world or my creed or this thing or whatever.
No,
Or I
we're
hate
chilling.
heterosexual people or something. There should be something interesting.
We are chilling
We have
in
a
life.
few gay tattoos.
Yeah.
But
Tell me the gay tattoos. Since,
This one's pretty gay.
can you show it?
it says
tough to
it
show.
says a hand fan with air conditioning.
It looks like the Japanese
Yeah. So
fans.
it's a very gay thing to
What's
do
the
in
gay thing?
clubs. In clubs, the gay men all carry fans and
Is
they
that so?
clap
Yeah,
it.
they're all the gay men who are like getting stared at because like we're like
Oh, I didn't know that. So if you carry this fan and walk into a club, that's a sign that you're gay, is it?
No, but like
You can also
we
be
like
like
doing
me
it.
and feeling hot and whatever. You can find
If the
fan.
beat is off, then we're gay.
So they clack it on the song. So like
Oh,
they,
okay.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Clack. Oh, what are you saying?
I'll get you next time.
But on airlines, on aircraft, I always because they put the AC on late. So I'm always one of those guys who finds anything in fans myself. So that's not it.
That's not it.
That's clearly like a guy without the
You have to
aesthetics.
have the skill of
aesthetic, yeah.
clapping.
And there's the elevator music playing. It's tough to get your beat in and all that. Fair. Yeah. Okay, so very interesting. But then let's try and understand how this whole pairing happened. Not you as a couple alone, but the whole journey. So you'll have to be a little, it's
Detailed.
individual journeys and then how you all met.
Okay.
So first and foremost, is it fair to say I have a lot of gay friends, so I don't think it gives me a right to say anything, but is it fair to say it's much easier for your generation than the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's
For sure.
you won't punch me in the face for saying that
No,
because I know a
I
lot
would
of
not.
the guys I've grown up with, and we've suffered, we've done this, we've done that, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like maybe it's a little easier world if you're gay and openly gay and doing your thing.
That's true. Like, definitely, like, when I used to talk to my father about, as a kid, I vividly remember this one story when we were crossing a road once, and he was like, I was holding his hand, and he was like,
Please don't tell me you came out while you were crossing the road.
no.
Because that's like the worst time to tell a
that
father.
is another silly story. Should I say?
Yeah,
how
both.
I-
Finish this. Yeah.
So I was just crossing the road, and he was holding my hand, and he was like, in a couple of years, you can't do that. Like that's not right. In a way, like
Why?
Or, like,
that's gay.
holding
Basically,
hands.
holding hands with a man is gay. That's what he was
Your
saying.
dad.
Yeah, but like,
As he ages, you'll be holding his hand again.
there you
It's
go.
not,
He
it's
was
not
just
gay
making
at all.
sure.
He was
Yeah.
just making sure.
It's called crossing the road with an old
Behind
man.
his head, he knew I was gay. He
Cross
was
the
like,
road,
just
don't cross
be
the
gay.
line.
But yeah, I'm very sure it was hard for the generation before us.
Yeah.
Now we're out there, we do get hate, but like it's for us to
Hate
manage.
is I think normal amount of hate is very good.
Yeah.
It shows you're popular. If you don't have a little hate because the internet is filled with people with nothing to do. So you're going to have some of that.
Yeah.
My poor wife, we do some reels and she gets a lot of trolling and all the time for no reason. And people are just being pricks.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see clearly they're just being rude.
Yeah.
There's no reason to it. So I think that's good. But
They
tell
need
us this.
something.
Sorry?
They need something to pass their time. So
Yeah, I think you also get emboldened, right? When nobody knows who you are.
yeah,
It's like how you...
give a sense of power.
Have you ever punched or kicked someone when there's a big crowd beating one person?
No.
It's great fun. And you don't even know why they're fighting. You're just crossing the road and then they're all
You're
beating
like-
one guy up. You're like, you give one kick. And they're, ha, bol mohan. So I'm running late. I mean, it's so sweet, yeah, that you get a chance like that in society. But you tell us the story about how you came out.
So basically, we started Honey Imm Home, and
You came out after that.
and I used to.
You went on YouTube, had 5 million followers, and then you tell your dad. That's mean.
So it
That's
was
really mean. So everybody knows except your dad
and mom.
and mom. Like everybody knows. That's mean. So that's not nice.
No, basically, so I used to live in Delhi and I moved here like 6 years ago. So my thing was, okay, I'm away from the house. I'm not gonna tell them. If they have to find out somehow, they'll find out, and that's exactly
But
what
don't
happened.
parents sort of know if the child is
I mean, I think they knew.
We thought, we
I
hope
genuinely-
they do, but
yeah,
they never say it.
they are always in denial first. So
fair.
so
They always
when
think that somehow the other will pass or something. like
yeah,
that.
I get a call from my mom. This was during COVID, and she's like, "What is this?" I said, "What is what?" I'm sending you a link. It was on the video of how we met. Like, we made a video about how we met on YouTube, and she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's what it is." And then we didn't talk for like a month, 2 months, and then she called and she's like, "Okay, we're okay with this." In 2 months, she's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
nice.
whoa, we're
On her
okay."
own.
Yeah, on her own.
That's not
On
bad.
her own. No, but there's conditions. She's like,
It has to be a Brahmin gay man.
No. She would have loved that, honestly. She would have loved that. I'm a Brahmin.
Humanity is like that, bro. We always got to find something. Come on.
Rich Brahmin name.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, she's like, we're okay with this, but just shut this channel. You don't need to tell the whole world about it. I said, you go on so many trips with your husband, like, and putting it out there, like, you also stop, I'll also stop. She cut the call. She didn't talk to me for a month. And then like, it took them quite less time actually to get used to us being together.
Yeah, it was
8
shocking.
months, a year. Yeah.
And all the horrible stories of beating and all that. The 80s and 90s kids.
You know what
experienced.
helped, I think, because I live away from them. Like, if I was in the house, I would be. a
Also, it was too
different story.
late. Now you went public. I think once you go public, what can they
What
do?
can they stop?
They can't do anything. What exactly?
It's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
You come home with it, they won't say anything.
Maybe that also gives you more guts when you're away to do it in a sense also. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
face them.
My brother came out for me. He was there
Yeah.
at home during COVID, so
Yeah.
he was kind of fighting for me. He
Yeah.
was like, "No, this is okay. This is how it is. He can't help
Younger
it."
or older?
Younger, 5 years.
poor
younger.
chap.
He had
So
to.
he had to take the brunt of both of y'all.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, what's your story, Divesh?
So for me, it's a very sad story. It's not this.
Oh no. No, I know.
I know, that's why I didn't want to get there. But warning,
Okay.
warning. But like, I was going through like a very tough time. So
You're Bombay boy?
Bombay boy.
Okay.
Whole family born and brought up in
Right.
Bombay. But I was going through a very tough time, and my parents saw me going through it, and then I just had to let it out to one person, and that was my mom.
What
and
age?
Around 16, 15, 16. And that's when I was sort of having like panic attacks and stuff like that. So I
As
just
in you
had to
weren't sure what you were, what you were attracted to. And
I
all.
think I was going through bad relationships, and I didn't know where I could let that frustration out because it was with a man.
But you
right?
knew you were gay.
Yeah, I knew by then that was
Okay,
gay.
you're not like me. I still don't know my sexuality. I sometimes look at a chair and I'm like, wow. Sorry.
That's that
Stereotype.
too.
That's good stuff. I like my furniture.
No, but yeah. So I mean, I needed somebody to talk to, and I kind of just blurted it out to her.
So it was like a breakup and you needed to.
Blurted out, and then I just kind of told her that maybe I'm into men,
Hmm.
right? And the worst thing that I did was I said maybe I'm into men.
Oops.
So even she thought that it's a phase.
Chance. Oh.
Yeah, and I was also like trying with girls, but it never worked out.
Trying with girls.
As in, like, I was. It's an exploration journey, right? So I didn't want to contain myself from there that I should only be into men, right? I
When you
could
see
be.
a girl, were you feeling like, wow, yummy? Or were you, okay, that's terrible. That's so wrong. I'm not a good mentor. I'm a bad mentor. What I mean
Yeah.
is, like, so.
No, so I wasn't
What
wow,
do you feel
yummy.
when you see a boy and when you see a girl was clearly different? Or was it both ways?
Very, very different. Like, I could not see
So
myself.
you're just wondering in your own head,
getting-
boss, is this the way it is? Or
Yeah, so maybe I was just trying, I was in denial with myself
Right.
in one way or another. And
And you have no gay friends who could help you
I
through
had
it.
no gay friends,
Yeah.
which I wish I had. Like, you think that
An
our
older guy
generation
who
would
sort of,
have that.
are sensitized to all this.
Yeah, but sadly, no, I didn't. So that good part of the influence that I was supposed to have, I didn't
Yeah.
have. So yeah, of course.
So what did mom do?
She was also like, I'll help you out of it.
Did she
You
buy
want
Did
therapy?
she buy you Hustler magazines and Penthouse, Playboy?
No.
all that? Is it-
No, we don't
Yeah,
have those
like-
magazines in India.
Oh, sorry, that's my generation. We have magazines. It's all online. Only I got freaking magazines. It's like, how dated are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I mean,
They
that
didn't do
was-
any of those things that I had a friend. They took him to a Swami who was performing stuff on.
They said they'll take me to a therapist if you kind of want to.
Yeah.
I mean, and my dad used these words. If you want to change, maybe you could speak to somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's
But which therapist is saying I'm going to change you? Therapist is there to deal with depression and all that.
psychiatrists and stuff like that.
But do they say they'll change your sexuality? That's not a
no,
possibility.
I just don't know. It's
There
just
is
a money
one-
making business.
There is one famous yogi who sells stuff who said he can change your sexuality. I can't take names, but he
We
sells
can
a lot
try.
of- yeah,
It's a paid trial.
you can try. You absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to pay for your experiment.
Yes.
Yeah. Because in case it goes wrong, you
case
start
it goes
liking
wrong.
girls. You come into
In
our
case it
market.
goes wrong, our career's on jeopardy.
No, you have to switch markets now. So that is sorry.
You already said you took it.
I'm saying you've got your market, leave my market. You gotta have both markets. I hate that.
Are you scared that your market is in danger?
I'm so pro-gay since I was young. I'm like, if more men like each other, there are more women for us.
Yeah.
So men don't think properly. It's all
I'm
about
telling
maths.
you, I agree. Yeah.
There would be no problem if people think correctly. But we're making fun, but obviously they've had their own struggles to get through all this, etc., etc. And before this part of your life happened, where obviously now it's almost like thanks to your gayness, you can make money. Literally. I mean, it's almost like it's gone from being a pain or something holding on your shoulder to something that's allowing you to, go forward in life.
Yeah.
So how did you all meet and how did this happen, the partnership?
We were both professional dancers before.
Oh,
we
nice.
started doing this. Yeah, we used to work with Ashley Lobo.
Oh.
And with his
In the same troupe?
Yeah,
Yeah. Navdara.
he had a contemporary company and
Right.
we used to travel for shows and stuff like that. So I was there a year before him,
Huh.
and then he joined, and he was too young. So I was like, no.
Are you making faces?
Yeah, he is still too young. Like he's still 24.
What's the age difference?
5
5
years.
years.
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is wrong on many levels.
Why?
Let's tell
Yeah.
your mom right now. We'll discuss this. Yeah.
My mom has accepted it.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
Right now that you're well known and all that, they've obviously accepted it, right?
Yeah.
Are they sort of proud also, do you feel, or they just accepted it?
No, now when they see stuff and like
Because their
achievements
friends
and
will be
stuff,
telling them, I saw your son, I saw you.
Yeah, they're very proud. They go and tell their friends now, hey, did
Yeah.
you see this? Atulan posted this. And
Well, that's
stuff
great,
like
no?
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it took them a little while, like let's say like a year ago maybe.
Yeah.
Only a year ago.
Like my
that
mom
they
was
started.
very much okay with being on our page. So when she visited last year, we made kind of reels.
Looks like
with
your
her and
mom
stuff
likes
like
the
that.
camera.
Yeah.
She was a theater actress, so I'm
Really?
sure she Bengali family, everybody did something or the other. So
Wow. There you go. Yeah.
yeah, so she's pretty much fine with it.
So they all participate now. Your mom comes on the show
Yeah.
and all that as well.
My
You-
dad also did.
Your dad comes on as
with
well?
the skincare thing he did with like a band on his head. I was shocked. I was like,
Like volunteer
so
to do
I'll
it?
tell you
yeah.
Wow.
So there was a time where they were like, maybe like it's okay, y'all do whatever y'all want, but don't put us on the camera.
Yeah.
But then later on they came up to me. They were like, hey, this trip y'all can include us in videos.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They're like, we would like to make a reel with you guys and like
Internet
let's
is a
just do
dangerous
it.
thing.
Yeah, we got ourselves in
It sounds like
trouble.
politicians. They just switch the party. Forget it now. This sounds
Like
like
now that you're famous, we want to be on.
Yeah.
Like great.
Yeah.
So it's all good on that side. But let's go back to how you all met while dancing or whatever. And how did this come about?
So
it's one thing
he
to
was
like
a
each other.
senior like by a year.
By 5 years.
No,
1
no.
year in dance, 5
Company.
years in age.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but so we would never really, and we were in separate relationships. You wanted this? I'm giving
No,
it to
tell the
you.
whole story, bro. We want the whole
So
story.
he was in a long distance relationship. So was I.
As in Gurgaon, Bombay, or like long distance?
USA.
US.
India.
Oh, okay, that's long.
Yeah.
Plus
Time difference.
$100,000 H-1B visa, so you probably never see him again.
That problem was
He's
not
in
there.
Mexico now. He's a bricklayer, IT professional. This is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he was in a 5-year relationship.
Are you trying to? Is there a?
I'm just trying to
narrative
pump him
itself,
up.
internal
So he takes
points?
over.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Okay. So he was in a 5-year relationship,
Yeah.
but from far,
Yeah.
long distance, which is
Yeah.
odd. How did he survive 5 years?
I don't know. Don't ask me. It was so hard. I don't know why I said yes. It was my first
But
relationship.
for 5 years, how many years were you guys separated?
4 years.
4 years you survived this
Yeah, yeah.
far away.
Yeah. He would come to visit for like 2 times a year. So I was like,
My
okay,
wife
yeah,
leaves
yeah,
for Hyderabad. I bring my neighbor in. I don't know what you guys are doing, man. This is so against our parampara.
My neighbor is my mom. I can't
You
invite
got your own
her.
flat?
No, so we have like
You're doing
a
that
flat
well? Bro, let's turn gay. The market is much better than this, man. I don't have fans.
You just need an air fan.
Yeah, but I'm horrible with these things. Yeah. I just don't have the. You have to have a certain this aesthetic appeal and sensibilities and delicate movements and all that. You can't go. There's no market for that, man. Yeah,
You can
so-
hire a gay man.
Yeah, but then I have to pay, no? I'm from South Bombay. We don't
You're
like
giving
to
into
spend
an
money.
economy that is dying.
I don't know. He'll make more money. He'll become famous. He'll have his own YouTube channel, and I'll be stuck with a fucking fan. It's not a fair point.
Yeah.
So you were saying?
Yeah. So I mean, we were not really looking at each other from like a very.
No, he was in a proper relationship. You dropped something.
Yeah, it's okay.
I hope it's not the. Is it the fan?
No, no.
So
Should have gotten our fan. By
yeah, I
this
wish you
point.
did, man. Why did you get it? So you were in a relationship. So you were committed for what it's worth, and you were what?
In a
also in a
relationship as well.
relationship,
Yeah. That was like a
But in Bombay,
younger.
in Mumbai
No,
with-
long
Long
distance
distance.
again.
Huh? This is not gay enough for
That's
me,
why it
man.
got easier.
I want to be gay from far. I'm also gay. He lives in Armenia. I've never seen him. You're gay.
He actually never saw his boy.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I had no. I mean, it was like I was getting to. It was a very fresh relationship. It was like 6 months, so we hadn't even gotten to
Where
like
was he? Where did he
Delhi,
go?
Delhi.
Delhi. But that's not that bad.
Yeah, no time difference.
No, there is. They are much later than us.
No, so yeah, so we never really looked at this as something that we wanted to do, but
Meanwhile, you all were doing the dance shows and all together. And
Yeah.
yeah, we
practices.
were in a studio like from 9 to 9. Like
Yeah.
that's how long our days were. And like 10 people, everybody's fucking around with
And
each
men in
other, and
tights.
yet we never did it.
You mean internally there's a lot of
Yeah,
escapades
I
happening?
mean,
but
you should
guys
see
didn't get
dance
into it.
companies.
Yeah.
They're fun.
But I think that's everywhere. People after
Yeah.
some time, who you meet is who you
Yeah,
copulate
exactly.
with and whatever.
Correct. There was just like a few DMs that ran through between us, and then there was this one story that we like to say very regularly, which is that there was this one time that I got him ganne ka juice in this plastic package.
How romantic.
Yeah, how very
More like an
romantic.
Amol Palekar film. It's in a
I
plastic
know, it's
packet.
so not Gen Z.
I get a 70s feel, panel cinema. You get that feel? I get that feel. Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing happened, and then the next day he got me. So that was just like
A starting point.
a starting point for the fact that maybe there's something to explore here.
So ganne ka juice is your special thing.
Yeah, man.
Where it brings back memories. And if you stay together, it'll always be ganne ki.
Haven't had it in 2 years, but yeah.
Why? You should never stop having it because your
I'm a
immunity,
fitness trainer. I can't do all of that.
immunity will stay strong if you continue having it. I eat everything on the road still. Also because I live on the road.
He yet has everything on the road.
Oh, then he's fine.
I have
What are
3
you saying?
dinners.
Yeah.
You have 3 dinners.
Four.
Do you have street food? Do you have your ganika juice from the freaking guy on downstairs who makes it?
No.
Who spits on it and, does that and does all that when he makes it. Bada glass chahiye and all that. That guy. Wow. So that was your story, but where did the love
Yeah.
happen?
So then we said,
Yeah, at the
like,
moment it's a Zomato
let's
story.
kind of meet and
One guy brings something to the other guy. Other guy says, thank you, fuck off. That's it.
we said let's kind of meet and see what this is, right? Because we have our own relationships to kind of give clarity
Oh, right.
into.
So you're cheating if you did.
Yeah. So we spoke and then we went to our long distance boyfriends to kind of let them know.
Broke it
that-
off and then.
So before you entered into a proper relationship, you broke off with the...
Yeah.
That's
We're good boys.
you're
that way.
fantastic. It's very
We're
rare.
good boys.
I mean,
that way.
I've
We're
never
gay
heard-
at the end of the
I've
day.
never heard this story. Straight or gay, I've never heard this story. I've only heard stories about this guy cheating, and then story comes out, and then boom, the dynamics change.
Yeah.
This is like unbelievable. Such you're so well raised. We can't do that.
No, I was feeling very guilty. I was like 5 years and like just to do this, it just feels very like.
What did the guy say? Holding on for 5 years in America or 4
Oh,
years?
he was
Devastated.
pissed.
Saw it coming.
Angry.
But did you
Pissed,
see
but
it
like
coming?
he also knew that like it's not working.
Cuter.
out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't Divesh, whatever, just sooner or later you would have, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
It's tough to keep relationships. If you live in separate streets, also break it up. That's what I think.
You-
Stay in the same ilaka, totally, one colony. Yeah. I'm not talking about like incest or anything. I'm just saying like stay in one place. Yeah.
For the first year, we were doing like Andheri Mahim. Then I shifted. I was like, this is too much for me, so I shifted to Mahim.
For those who don't know, Mumbai, Andheri Mahim can be at the wrong time as good as being in Gurgaon trying to come to Bombay.
At
Yeah.
any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Late night, I don't know what your lifestyle was. At 2 or 3 in the morning, you should be okay.
We should be together all the time, honestly, 9 to 9. So
This is before you started going out.
When we were dancing,
no, when we were
used to
dancing,
be
we used to
training
be,
together.
we used to be
Yeah,
training
yeah.
from 9.
That's when you
to
know you
9,
like someone. When you spend all the time with them without knowing, and suddenly
Yeah.
it's the same with me and our DOP. Yeah. Just call him uncle. He's a little older. He can't hear what we're saying. Did you pick it up? Sorry, just listening. So how did so that happens, and you now have an established relationship, but you're still in the dance world.
Yeah.
And then where did this all come from?
COVID. COVID happened.
Oh, by
And-
accident.
Huh?
In a sense, accident. You're sitting at home doing nothing, and you said, let's film something.
No, so yeah. So basically, what happened was I was in Andheri, and the lockdown was supposed to be for 2 days. It became like a month-long situation.
No.
It was supposed to be like
the
a
page
weekend.
happened on a trip.
They never said our leader. I can't remember names. No, nobody said that this is the expiry date. They just
No,
said.
but I assumed it was gonna be a weekend.
So we all assumed. Yeah, I also assumed it
Everybody
was
said it was like a weekend
days, yeah.
lockdown.
Yeah,
they
so
said
I was
that.
like, hey, can I come over? And then I stayed with him during COVID for 4
With my
months.
family, with my
with
In the
his
house-
family
with
in
the
the
fam-
house
Wow.
while they kind of just got
You
to
slept in
know
the same room and all?
in the living room
in the living room
No, together or separately?
together.
with my
oh,
brother in the same living room.
Oh, I thought he's like the Saf Safai guy who's in the living room
No,
and
no.
giving them a bed and he lies
No,
down.
but I did all that though
you did
to
all
kind
that?
of impress them. But
You cleaned
We
the
were
house.
all cleaning houses
we were
during
all-
COVID.
I did everything I could to just get into their good books, but like,
Bro, then your family was saying, let's get more gay guys.
I wish.
This is the market. bro.
I wish, I wish, though.
Yeah.
But like,
No, but
So
also
I was very bad. I was very bad
As-
with the house and trying to help. They even told me to get out of the kitchen and all because I broke things.
no, but as a
Are you
I
good
mean,
at?
I was the guy who was telling my dad also to like kind of help out. So he was like, please leave the house. The sooner the better. You're giving my mom wrong ideas.
yeah.
But so they accepted. Everybody accepted this.
No, that was very
It
tough.
was
3
very
months.
like on the face okay, but behind the scenes not.
But
okay
then,
with this.
why did they let him come in if they were gonna?
It was more a matter of like security in that sense because everybody during that COVID time was going back home.
Right.
And you know,
Oh,
like,
they presumed it would end in 3-4 days.
yeah,
and he would
and
go
like,
back.
Yeah.
and like we
And
were
he's like the guest who's
dancers.
never leaving.
Yeah,
Wake up,
like-
Mr. Sharma is there in the hall, scratching
And
himself.
that's
like
what
we,
"Ah, bhai."
no, so we were like dancers, and like for him to leave his training for like 3 months or a
As it
month
turned out,
even
yeah.
is not really like, it's like giving up on your career sort of,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's like a lot of opportunities, lot of training.
Yeah. Also, if I remember correctly, the buildings didn't let us bring people in. So if you didn't do it
Yeah.
the first 2-3 days, then they all started becoming really strict
Correct.
about it.
So we
and,
did it very
and
soon.
spying on you, like in case you're bringing an old aunt home or something,
Yeah.
who's dying alone.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a crazy time though. Like I tried everything. I used to cook. I used to make momos and stuff at home. I used to be like,
What was the conversation like?
actually with his dad, nothing. It was
Really?
very like, it was very
It's like that with me.
So he
also.
was awkward. No, that's different. That's different. Males don't talk.
Yeah.
And when males are hostile, it's different.
yeah.
So
no,
was he hostile?
No.
Sorry,
No,
personal
please.
question.
No.
He is.
he's not. He was not hostile towards me.
But you weren't
He
comfortable.
was in
no?
denial. He was also not ready to kind of, at least my mom was wanting to take steps, but maybe taking the wrong steps.
Right.
My dad just didn't want to take the right steps.
Yeah.
And your siblings? You have siblings?
Yeah, my brother.
Younger.
So
older?
we told him actually
Younger.
during COVID as well.
Yeah.
We were like sleeping, and I was like, with all the lights shut, and we were like in a line sleeping, and we're like, Kapish, my brother,
Yeah,
Kapish.
I figured.
Like,
I'm not that stupid, right? There's a name that comes to mind. Anything, because I'm straight, I'm not stupid. Yes, you're right. Most straight people are dumb, but not all. I mean, these three here. And then,
no, so I was like, you know, na, I'm gay.
yeah.
It's like, oh.
He didn't know.
Oh, he was
What's it-
young. He was very
very
young.
You were
Yeah.
16, 17. How old were you? By then you were 18, 19.
We have a
He
7-year
was
age
nine.
gap.
Oh, 7-year age.
Yeah.
gap. Right. And how did he react?
Oh.
Oh.
He Googled gay. That generation, no idea. Oh, gay guy.
So I mean, like we were
Oh.
locked into the same house. Of
Right.
course, a lot of things came out, and he
So-
found his like he's very much okay with it. And then like a year later, I saw him like picking fights with his friends who use like chakka and hijra as these.
But I like to make gay
bad
jokes.
words
Is
and
that
stuff.
okay? Why does it have to be bad to... we have... can't take away the comedy.
Any word that's used in the wrong context is just
No,
offensive.
It's the tone.
Yeah.
It's the tone. I always believe it's the tone.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, motherfucker, what's up? But I mean, this is a horrible word, but you're not saying it with
Yeah.
any anger.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I know what you're
I
saying.
call you gay
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
too gay.
He's too gay for you. is it?
That's too gay. I cannot. Please change your clothes. That's too gay.
yeah.
I say that a lot.
And then he agrees, which is very gay. Thing
I think I have a straight man in me. Like
Yeah.
that just
Yeah.
comes
Oops,
out.
ouch. Sounded
It's just
wrong.
your homophobic side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. I find
me.
with any community, not just gay, but anything, if you're easy about everything,
Yeah.
people are actually more comfortable. If you start acting like you're walking on eggshells and I can't say gay and all, don't you feel a little uncomfortable when you're around a room
I
where
don't
people are like, I'll not offend you, I'm scared to and all? I mean, it's
Yeah.
straight.
I don't think so.
No?
I think when you let it go easy, people just take it for granted. And we've seen it with our
What,
closest
what
of
were your friends who are straight? Who are your friends from
That's what I'm
childhood?
saying. With the closest of friends, when we let them take it very easily, now we see
They
it coming
disrespect.
across in a very disrespectful way. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Sometimes, but I'm pretty
From
chill
time
with it,
people to
honestly.
people, yeah.
I don't take anything too seriously. So for me, like even if you're being offensive, I'm just like
that's the
fine,
5-year
that's
age
what
gap
you-
talking.
There you go.
I'm not okay.
Maybe he's a little more sensitive about all these things. It's difficult to say.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, they call you Baba in school all the time. It was
Really?
a
I've never heard
term
that.
of endearment for Parsis. And they would say Baba. They would say it a little, the way you're saying it. You know, there's chakka and all that. The way they're saying it also.
Yeah.
They're saying it
Yeah.
like you're not a man.
Yeah.
But they're not saying it like chakka.
No, see,
and
when
all.
they draw comparison to it as something that's bad, that's
Yeah.
where it goes wrong. Like you can use it in a very fun way. We ourselves use it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you said, that's okay. Like, but like, don't use it in a
So
derogatory.
it's like the N word. If a gay guy calls you whatever, you're okay. If a non-gay guy calls you, then you have to be little.
No, like again, it can be used in a funny way, but if you're drawing comparison to it to being something dirty, then it's not
Then
okay.
it's
Like
just-
caste slurs, right?
Yeah, yeah. I still think it's the tone because you're abusing
It
someone.
is, it
It's
is
more like
actually.
what you feel,
Yeah.
what your
Because
intent is.
I have lived when I used to live.
You're from Delhi. Yeah? Nobody says nice things.
Delhi is oh my god, you are so right. I'm so glad I moved out of
Yeah,
Delhi. But no, I have
And
lived
but
with.
in Delhi they say gay shit.
Gish.
No, वो
What?
तो क्या है? तो gay है? Gay shit?
Gay shit?
वो gay shit है.
They rhyme everything.
Everything
with
rhymes,
all-
yeah.
And you knew
everything.
this?
Of course I knew, and I'm.
I thought it was like fuck tuck. Oh shit, yaar, oh fuck tuck.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's lovely. There's a rhythm to it. Then you start talking like that. The worst part is you start talking like that. You spend 5 days in Delhi, you pick up the rhyme and the singing style, And galis also go out of the window.
That's
Thank
fun.
God I moved out.
Gay shade, so gay.
He's gonna use it now.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Don't
much.
betray my people.
You have ruined my life.
You
Aw.
cannot enter Gurgaon. Whatever happens. Imagine you're the only guy, you're famous now. They actually say gay shade.
This-
What have we done here? We slurred you for nothing. Yeah.
No, but I was saying I have lived with like straight men as roommates and
Right.
flatmates. So I had this one guy who was so chill with it, and the way he would say it, it was not offensive. But like that's
Like what
that's
word would he use?
Gay.
But
Hey,
gay is not a
gay.
bad word, yeah. What
Used
is
the
gay?
F word
You
also
think
once, but it was in a
Like
very
FAGG word.
yes, and it
Okay.
was in a very very chill way.
You know what means wooden sticks in the dictionary?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
the actual
I'm
meaning.
learning a lot today.
Yeah, honestly. So am I. I used to be gay.
How
Don't
was
change
that?
your mind.
How's that?
You go to
That's
the
right.
Yogi Baba.
Listen, we Indians all come from this whole karmic theory, right? So we surely we've all been gay at some point.
I'm
I mean, if you had 40,
Everybody's a little gay. They just
Yeah,
didn't
maybe you were
accept
just a little straight in the
it. There you go.
you were
That's
straight
what I'm
in
saying.
life number 17. Up to 155 पे पहुंच गया ना so I mean come on in 155 lives you've been a caterpillar you've been a penguin you've been a you've been gay or straight or whatever you've been everything how can you not be
Yeah.
so that's it everybody's gay just check your
Exactly.
karma this is very clear we have to take a break Shreya's going berserk she's straight as an arrow as of now but 3 years in IVM and you never know
Did you know Indians report nearly 800 cases of online financial fraud every day, which has resulted in losses exceeding 1,000 crores in the last 5 years? To keep you safe from such fraud, I am starting my newest podcast series, Conversation with Vigilante, an initiative by HDFC Bank. In every episode, I will feature special guests who can share expert insights on the different types of fraud, their modus operandi, and how you can protect your money. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and don't forget to tune into Conversation with Vigilante. Catch the episodes on all audio streaming platforms and V for Vigilante YouTube channel.
Back here with Honey Imm Home, two young men. Well, next to me, everybody's young. I won't even ask their age, but there's a gap of 4-5 years between them. You can't tell. I mean, you should tell, but whatever. Before we get to, let's get to the whole YouTube show and all that. Before we do that,
Yeah.
I just want to understand. So after you started going around, then you had the pandemic. Then in the pandemic, you started experimenting with shooting each other, car thingies and all that, right? And that was just for fun. That's how it
Yeah,
started.
yeah.
Okay, so now tell us.
Yeah, then there was this Humans of Bombay post that went up. They reached out for like an interview, and we were like, okay, fine.
So you started getting traction, obviously, if Humans of Bombay reached out to
No,
you.
we reached out. I remember we reached
Oh yeah,
out.
we
I
reached
found
out
the
to them
page.
like months ago,
Yeah.
like through email, saying that this is our story. We would love it if you could kind of cover us and stuff like that. And Humans of Bombay was very new that time, so it was just very
But what was your
interesting to
story?
see these.
Other than the fact that
Just,
you're gay.
just how we met,
How we
sort of
met
a thing.
and-
Like a romantic
and they were
story.
Yeah,
covering
yeah, yeah.
couple stories, so we were like, oh,
Okay.
that's fun, but only straight couples then.
Oh, they.
Yeah,
They
didn't
this
have
is this is
each
really
other.
long back. Like
Right.
Humans of Bombay didn't even have so
I mean,
many
there are hardly
channels.
humans
now.
in Bombay if you look around. I mean,
They're only human.
Yeah.
you think?
Bro, there's so
Yeah.
many.
I'm not a big fan of humans.
I mean, I love cats.
I love dogs.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's the whole gay space thing. You've got your cat, I've got my dog. And he's got the fan.
He's got a fan.
Yeah. So, Humans of Bombay replied.
Yeah. So
They-
no, they didn't reply. I mean, I think they must have missed our email, and then months later they reached out like freshly on DM saying that we want to kind of take a picture
But by
of
then
you.
again, you've got traction or why would
No,
they,
by then
how
we
did they
were-
reach out then?
I don't know. I mean, some post must have reached them
Yeah.
probably. Some reel or
And were
something
you the
like that.
first like gay couple that they featured?
We don't know about that, but
Let's just say it for fun.
yeah, let's just say for fun.
As far as we know,
Yes,
the
we
first
were.
gay couple. Check your facts. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they reached out, and that was the first time our phone kind of like buzzed like
Hmm.
crazy. Like we've never seen notifications like that. Like COVID is when social media also wasn't that
Yeah.
in, right? So that's the first time it buzzed, and then we saw like, oh whoa, like Humans of Bombay are actually there on
So
social
what was
media.
what was the story that you did?
It was
How we
just how
met.
we met.
How we met.
So just like interview format, we chatted it.
No,
It
it
was
was
just-
it was like a story kind of thing. They
Yeah,
had
they sent us
written
questions. So it was
questions and we
COVID,
were
so they didn't
like-
even
Yeah,
come
yeah.
to
Oh, right.
click
Yeah, yeah.
pictures.
We had to
of
click
us.
our own pictures and send them.
Yeah.
and
So it's
be
all
like-
there's no audio.
There's no audio. It was just a picture post.
If I'm being very honest, I was more excited about them coming to click a picture from a professional camera, but that
Yeah.
also didn't happen.
Nothing. And back then there were no reels and all that.
Right.
So it was just a picture post with like our
Yeah.
story on it. And I remember telling them, please don't post this on Facebook because my mother doesn't
Yeah,
know I'm
yeah.
gay.
Wow. No, but your mother knew, right?
No, not back
No,
then.
not that time.
But the
It
pandemic
was
This is way later.
It was end of COVID
Yeah.
that
Okay.
she found out when we blew up and then everything
right.
started.
So she only finds out when you're
yeah,
well known.
yeah,
Yeah, right,
So
right,
it was
right.
crazy. I
Oh,
was
you
like,
really dodge bullets, man.
No, but for the longest of time, he said, I just hope they find some video of us and I don't have to tell them the whole story.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that happened.
The only thing is that might irritate them also, no? That it's not come from you. In a
I
sense.
always
because
told
then the
them, but
friends
yeah.
and all, the other family members and all start being
Yeah, but like I was too scared of like I've heard too many bad stories of like them disowning you and stuff like that and with
What are you
other
gonna
friends.
do? I mean,
You've
gotta
left
face it.
home kab ka?
That's exactly why I left home. I was like, I need to be independent and
But did you ever
self-sufficient.
think of it more? If you take the gay thing out of it for a second, it's also the couples, any couples, sometimes they don't approve. The parents don't approve of who the second
You know
person
what?
is. It's the same thing, no?
I
But
have
then
another
they do.
funny story. Do you
Yeah.
want it?
Please, I'll keep talking
No, so his dad took me out once on like
to learn about you.
Yeah, so he like
What?
Yeah.
You don't know?
He did take you out also and like had a
He's the
separate
father. He
chat.
should take him out.
Yeah. That's a
Tell him
rare. Tell him that. That doesn't
Not a good
happen
relationship.
often. It's a family business.
We'll again get sad.
Don't get sad. The karma is there now. If love is less here, it comes from somewhere else. But you have to keep your eyes open. And that's why I have lots
Maybe I'm gay because I have daddy issues.
Haven't they proven there's a
No.
gay gene now?
Do you know I saw the weirdest reel that said gay men have longer ring fingers
Oops.
than pointy fingers, and I was like, seriously?
What?
Which is kind of true though.
Longer ring fingers.
Yeah.
I'm so not gay. It's not fun.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay, boys. Aryan, beta dikha.
Show us your hands, please.
Finger mat dikha. He's just showing me this. He's just making sure the main finger. You put
That's the most.
panic into all these guys now.
There you go. Everybody's like.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, so dad took you out.
Yeah, and then he was
This is in the pandemic, just post the pandemic.
after the
When you
yeah,
leave
yeah,
the
yeah,
house,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He took me out
For
and
a
then
heart-to-heart, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
And then
go on.
he's like, listen, it's not that you are dating my son. It's about we would not be okay with even if it was a girl.
Huh?
And like you said, like they're not just okay with the
No,
relationship.
but
like they have a
with the
problem.
girl, there's a reason why.
this
There'll
is
be a
coming-
caste issue, there'll be a class issue.
Yeah, but this is
Whatever.
coming from a father who's been in relationships since he was like 13. So it was very shocking.
So he's a liberal, actually.
Liberal as in he's just a very naughty dude since he was young, you know.
No, so he himself he liked the
Dating
ladies and
girls,
dated
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
girls.
lots.
But he's suddenly become inflexible as a father, is what he's saying.
He was in denial all this while. Yeah.
So well, and then when he said that, I started listing out all the people, like his cousins and his family who were dating, and then I kind of like.
You ratted on everyone.
Yeah.
Who?
You want me to see the name?
No.
Now don't say the names.
Exactly.
They won't be dating
I was
still.
like, you know, she's dating him, and
I
he's
know
dating
one.
her.
Why
and,
are you
like,
making it plural?
And then no, I just went on and
So
on.
what did he say? You were shocked.
Yeah, he just didn't say anything. He said, "Should we order?"
Should be out of food.
Where did you go?
Some random
Oh,
restaurant.
it was
and-
Tofi Mom. It was in like a Shivaji
yeah,
Park.
yeah.
But
restaurant.
is it a nice restaurant?
It was a nice restaurant.
What did you eat?
I don't remember. It was like 5 years ago.
No, but I'm saying you may make it pay.
I was too angry to.
I'll have the extra french fries. The large Coke. So nothing came off that whole heart-to-heart.
Not really.
I mean, he was trying to talk you out of it, is it?
Kind of.
And you were like, bro, sorry.
It's not happening. Yeah.
And he doesn't know about this.
He knew about
I don't
it.
think. I think you told me after
Of course.
having done this.
So your dad never confronted you about this? About him?
No.
He never said, Beta, I have to talk about this with you. And
He
all
did.
that."
He did.
No,
But
about him. Not about the gay thing.
He did. But like not about the whole me taking him out for like
Yeah.
a dinner sort
Yeah.
of a situation.
Yeah.
So how did you resolve that?
I think when we.
Sorry, if I'm asking, if I'm crossing, just tell me. I'll
No,
back
I
off.
mean like I didn't. I just think even like a straight relationship, you have to draw boundaries between having to find you as a couple and like having your family there, but not like the whole
Overbearing.
joint family situation like
overbearing.
that we're coming
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of right now. So I think even as a straight relationship, I would have had to draw that boundary with the fact that this is not what you get a say in when it comes to my relationship. And so the same concept was there. And I mean, it took years, but now they find, I think the whole separate house situation has drawn that boundary for them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that's one way. Geography is one way to escape this. But I was thinking,
Definitely.
what Saas be kabhi
It's the
bahut hi
easiest
and
way.
say, boss, this is not the way. I mean, you know, it should be this, and I don't know. To be very careful. How do you get your own house?
So we were looking for.
Oh, where's the money? Before you became famous, how do you have money?
No, we didn't. We still pay rent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
But you got it
it's a
right next to
rent.
the parents and all that. So
Yeah,
I'm
so we basically were looking for a house for 9 months. We didn't
Yeah.
find anything nice, and they were charging shit for like a tiny ass 1 BHK. So we were like, let's just not move in. And this house is actually his parents that was lying dormant for a long time. It was like a very old.
He's rich.
His dad is, yes.
Be
He's
nice.
not rich.
Be nice to him.
I can't be. I'm richer than him, so I'm like, I wanted
But his
to.
dad is really rich, right? You want to keep that going now. Just pretend to be straight, man. Just wear, you know, whatever it takes and just fool
Yeah,
him.
no, but he's a proper Sindhi dad. Like he wanted,
What's a proper Sindhi dad? Hairy
like
back.
when the
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
the fact. Stop.
Say hairy genetics.
No, yeah.
My
No,
family
but it
just
was the
married
fact that
recently,
like.
so-
It was the fact that he said like, okay, fine, y'all are moving out, y'all have made this decision, so do it. But then like, try to stay close to us. What if he made reasons with the fact that what if we need help with Dadi and stuff like that. And so
In a way,
he
that's
was
good.
just looking
In a-
for a reason.
Yeah,
So
to keep
he
you.
bought this flat probably because he saw that we were struggling to find a flat for like 3-4 months together.
Yeah, 9
And
months.
this is like half a flat, and then
So then in his own way, he came around.
yeah.
Because he sort of
Yeah,
given
like
you
that
a-
was that's when I was like, okay, in a way he's like, it's fine, like you guys can be together kind of thingy.
So it is. I think that's in his way. He's blessed the relationship.
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
just
yeah.
couldn't deal with talking openly and all that.
Exactly, he's
Yeah.
not good with his words,
Yeah.
but like with his actions, he's kind of shown that
He's
hey,
good on
it's
chats.
But coming back to
He'll chat and send hearts.
oh, very
Never in
nice.
real life.
No,
He's
so
very cute that way
emojis,
now.
emojis has helped a lot of people who are emotionally stunted, right? Because they can never say nice things
No,
or
but
embrace
I
you or
very
anything,
much
but they can
agree.
send a
Yeah.
It's excellent.
I've never received a kiss from my mom, but she'll send.
One second. This got nothing to do with gay.
No,
Your
but I'm just saying the
parents
emojis.
didn't kiss you.
I mean, I would love a lot more physical affection, but then Indian parents are just not like that.
Are you
Mine
mad?
are.
Have you met my
Mine
parents?
are. What do you
You won't be able
say?
to breathe.
I think I should send them this video.
A lot of parents are very touchy-feely, yeah.
Yeah,
What
my
are you
parents
saying,
are
bro?
too touchy. I'm like, please
And
stay
instead
away.
of our friends are over.
I'm gonna be 30 years old.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
Brother, let me have a word with your dad. Just one more time. Hairy back? It's between you and me. So I'm a social scientist. I study all this. I like to
I've
resume.
tried waxing him also.
What are you saying? This is no way to reach your father. Dad, shut up. That's very painful. Have you ever actually done it?
That's why.
that thing where you pull it out.
That was
I've
my
done
way
it.
of getting back at
My
him.
God.
Getting back at him.
Yeah, nice, brother. Well done. Okay, let's talk about the actual show now, which has a huge following. And well, I want to ask you: do you think you get non-gay people watching as well?
Mostly
Yeah.
mothers.
It has to go beyond like one fraternity, right?
Mostly mothers.
So mothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that many straight dudes, no.
Yeah. But straight dudes, what do we watch?
Yeah.
Asia Cup final, Liverpool versus Chelsea. It's so predictable, yeah. Also, I do like my dog videos. And then I cry.
Yeah.
Cat
Been there
videos.
and
Because
done.
I'm gay. Okay, so tell us about the show because you got a lot of brands and things that associate with you and all that. So obviously,
Yeah.
I don't know whether you did this purposely. No, that's very mean to say. I don't think you've ever done purposely, but you have no idea that your niche actually gives you a lot of commercial viability. I mean, that's the way it seems.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
like,
gays just know how to do it. And our managers.
and our managers.
He also said he's Sindhi, no?
yeah.
Not to do with that. You're
Sindhis are
Bengali,
very-
right? You're
yeah.
Bengali? So he's the businessman. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly. Like,
Like my Durga Puja and all that.
I
but
am the
bro,
creator.
yeah. Pass, you learn to say Pak.
oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So just tell us about the whole the show now. How
No, basically, in the beginning, we didn't know what to expect out of it, how it works, like brands and this and that. Never had an idea. I remember the first deal we did was for like $200. That's what.
Yeah,
we
it was
did.
for a hair oil.
Yeah. And
Honestly,
I
I'm
Anup hair
telling
oil.
you, we never looked at
I
it.
don't know. I don't even
brand?
remember.
It was some very
200
small
bucks?
brand.
Yeah, because at that time we didn't know what to expect, what to do. They were like, "We'll pay you this much, and then can you do?"
It was a
this?" I said,
small
"Okay."
business.
She
so
just
it was
mentioned the
It was a
brand.
very small business,
Yeah,
yeah. And then we were like, "Yeah, fine, whatever. We have
But
never done
again,
this
like,
before."
going back to it, this was like really back then when creator industry was
Like it was
True.
just
So it was growing at the
starting.
same time.
Reels
Nobody
were
knew
just a
about it.
thing,
Nobody
and
knew
it
you
was
could
like
pay
hard to
people
know.
to talk about you.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So that's where we started, and then then we kind of started making content about things we were interested in, like skincare and like
Yeah.
now home decor.
Although
and then,
skincare, a
like-
lot of straight males are also crazy about. My son made us order something for his freaking face, which I couldn't even pronounce. He's in Canada, so I'm just saying that now that's not that whole stereotype about hair products and skincare. and all
It's
that's-
just taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like,
So again, so that goes across the. It's not just a one niche thingy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit of what happens on the channel.
I mean, we just put out our lives, like whatever.
So it's like a diary?
Yeah,
it is.
Like when we started, we were just like, we will put out things that we can look back at and let's just be like, oh, we used to do that. That was funny. Or that was cute. Oh, I used to like this, used to like that when we were this age. And that was kind of the idea. We didn't want to kind of shove it down people's throats, like we are gay, accept us kind of attitude towards our page, and we still don't have it.
Also, if you
it's
did
just like-
that after about 3 months, that's the story. You just has to go somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to be like preachy, honestly. Like, if you want to get it, man. If you don't want to get it, like, it's fine.
Yeah, we just like wanted to normalize it. We just, I mean, we didn't want to normalize it. People said that we were normalizing it in some way or
We're just
another.
being normal.
Because by
Yeah.
just doing things that any other couple would do, right? So
Yeah, and when people used to say, like, when they see a content, be like, oh, that helped me out so much when I saw that reel. And we did not make it with that intention of making people feel that way. But we're glad that that's coming out that way. Like, people see that we're trying to just
So
be
obviously, there's a
us.
whole group of young gay men who probably say, okay, they
A
feel
lot of
emboldened.
women, actually.
Women as well?
Yeah. A lot of young women are like, oh wow, that made me feel like I need to
Can you
go and
send
tell
them
my
to our,
boyfriend.
to our podcast as well?
queer women, queer women.
That's fine. I have no problem. We just want numbers.
We just want
Nobody cares.
number.
Aadhaar card hai unke paas? Let's check. Give me names and numbers. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about physical displays of affection and all that?
I'm not into it.
But it's there on the channel.
It is there, but in the
So
beginning it
how's
was
that-
not there.
How's that received?
In
With
the beginning, we used to not.
Do
we made
it.
a pact that we'll never kiss on video, for video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
Then-
minutes later.
Then he wanted views.
Sorry?
Then he wanted views. So
No, honestly,
what's the reaction?
I got more comfortable with PDA
Yeah.
in general. I mean,
you were deprived of PDA, so you want some more on the second half
no,
of
it
your
was
life.
it was more of me getting comfortable with my sexuality, and I wanted to not hold back.
Yeah. But what are the comments? What is the reaction? I want to know,
so much hate.
hate.
Yeah, back then.
But
there
hate
was,
must
like,
be the
too
straight
much
people
hate.
who are just being
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm the gay community and the women who support you and all that.
That was always.
So what do
nice.
they
Yeah.
say?
So cute. Need
Yeah.
to tell my boyfriend to do this and stuff
Wow.
like that.
And the hate, that means they're watching you. That means your numbers are
yeah.
going up.
Yeah.
Hate is good, bro.
Yeah.
Hate
is
is
good.
great.
We're getting paid because of the hate. so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like-
What is the worst thing you would hear?
I don't know. He reads the
everything
comment
is bad.
section.
When you don't understand the gali, that means it's bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's just abuse.
Yeah. It's just.
There's no proper
It's
sledging.
just pure hatred. Yeah.
That's waste of time, man. You're saying MCBC galis and all is a pointless thing. But did they ever say
And
something?
a lot of preaching about God.
Yeah. Oh, about God.
Yes.
What's God got to do with it?
They've literally put Bible verses
Yeah, and like quotes
About,
from
about being gay.
religious
About
scriptures.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
not
yeah,
being
yeah.
it not being okay and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like Jesus died for
And
you.
these are all men with like DPs of Krishna or like
Yeah.
some god.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just
They
don't get it.
religious are fired. That's a tough one to counter in India, no?
Yeah.
They file a case
I'm like,
against
I
you.
don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared. More than anything, I'm scared. I'm like, I'm just gonna back off.
So you don't answer these haters.
I think
He does it. He's
What do you
like,
say?
it's fun.
it's
I'm
fun.
like,
Some of them really don't know what they're saying. So I'm like, do you know what this means?
How can you have a logical conversation with a guy who's just being abusive?
Some of them have time, so they answer back.
But do they have a proper, intelligent conversation?
Only on comments.
So what are the comments? I mean, they're just going to abuse.
there was this one lady who reached out, remember, on DM. She was a lawyer. She's like, this is not legal.
Wait,
What is
no,
not
so
legal?
this was very stupid. This was not even like homophobic. This was like, this Friends video that was very famous where everybody's like, oh my God. And then everybody was doing
OMC,
things
OMG
in-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody's
OMG.
doing something funny in
yeah,
front of it to
yeah.
kind of just make something out of it. So we were just like opening our towels like that and then like to the TV. So
And it was a
she took it in a
trend.
way, it was
It
a
was not a
trend. Like
trend.
a lot of people
It's
were doing
tongue-in-cheek
it.
funny, whatever.
Correct.
Huh.
And we saw what she was trying to say, but of course that's not what
What
we
is
were
the
trying to
legal
push
issue?
out.
You didn't show anything. So what
She said that, bro, you're promoting
Taking off my
flashing.
towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're
That's what you do
promoting
when the bath's
flashing.
over.
I'm like, we're not promoting anything. This is just a trend. And then she reached out with to us with like big
And this is
messages
back
and
then,
like,
so we were very scared.
we were very scared. We're like, okay, we'll put it down. We don't want.
But was she flashed regularly as a? Was that her problem? That
Did
that
not
her
wanna
personal
get
war was
into
against
it.
flashers?
We said we are sorry. We will take it down.
No, but also like a lot of people. I
that's
think
ridiculous, because
it also
it's-
triggered a lot of people. Not just her, but it
Yeah.
also triggered some people who were flashed.
Then you become too emboldened. How dare you, gay man,
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah.
But
So
if
we were like,
Ranbir
okay,
Kapoor does it in Savaria, it's fine. Do something like that.
I
know,
didn't want to
right?
say that was in my head. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
I
was
don't want to
thinking.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what was your comment back? You just backed off.
Yeah, we just backed
In
off
this
because it was getting
situation, I
too
just
much out of
I
hand.
What
We
did
were
you
very
do?
new
Since you
to
back off, she had
this.
nothing to do. She couldn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, and like we didn't. We were very new, and
Yeah.
it was very.
Sorry, we
fresh
didn't
to
know about
us.
this. Sorry,
Yeah,
boss, ho
yeah,
gaya.
yeah. It was like
Yeah.
we will think better.
Get
No,
next
there was no
time.
Get her address and
There
send
was
her.
no
sorry,
sorry.
but we
I
were like,
said
we
sorry.
will take it down.
But once you back off, then hopefully they back off
I was
themselves.
sorry, bro. I was like, what is
Yeah.
happening? This is so new to me.
Yeah. I mean, taken down by a female lawyer. I mean, if you want to take your towel off, it's the wrong market. But you should have sent her 2 towels. Yeah. Maybe hand towels, saying next time we'll flash with this. Yeah. Faster, quicker, get to the action, that kind of thing. All right, so what are the plans now?
Plans now.
You've grown quite big, so now you obviously have to keep
Not
reinventing
quite
yourself. What do you do?
big.
The,
wanna be
your
bigger.
family's involved. 300,000 on YouTube. I was just checking. So the families are now involved, which gives it a stamp of almost like, this is
Yeah.
just your family, whatever.
The question that's coming up from everybody now is when are you getting married? And I'm
But it's not
like,
yet allowed in
There
India,
you go,
right?
exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
not
why
sure.
would I get married if it's not legal? I
No,
want
you
the
can-
benefits.
I have gay friends who got married abroad and come back and
But
continue.
then I want the benefits of a married couple. No?
Yeah, well, if you cohabit together under law, male, female, whatever, after 5 years, you have rights. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
You have rights to each other's property and all that.
Male, female, no?
No, I think even male.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll check. Call that lawyer, the one who doesn't like the power.
In fact,
She's working for
recently,
you for free anyway.
recently there was a law which passed with the fact that like even in male, female, like if you're gifting somebody a certain percentage up to a certain amount, then it's taxable or something like that.
Like a gift to your spouse.
So when it came to us, we would not be allowed to
Yeah.
exchange these funds, and it'll be taxable. So,
So you don't have a
it's
joint
not
account.
seen. No, we don't. We're not allowed.
I don't want to start a fight here. I should be careful with my questions. Not even on the menu.
We don't have that much money for joint account.
we don't have money for joint account.
The Bengali boys saying, yeah, Lego, hack it all.
Yeah.
So, so the family's now involved in the shoots and all, that's all there.
Yeah.
Does your dad come on?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we don't really make a lot of content with our family. That was just like sometimes if something comes up or his parents are visiting,
Then
so
we
it's
kind of
fine.
be like, hey, let's make something.
So what next? An OTT show?
No, we're not really into acting. We're just doing our business, minding our own business, staying
Maybe
with
a
content. I think we were creative since day one, so we just like to do creative stuff. So when it comes to content, or maybe just starting with YouTube would be great for now.
But would you like some more gay icons to come on the thing and chat with you or whatever?
We thought about it, but then we were like,
Many of
it's
them
like,
aren't openly.
with like 2 other jobs and to handle
What 2
social.
other jobs?
I'm a fitness trainer, so I work with like a company right here.
Oh, you have like you got to go to a
Separate
place
job.
and do your fitness training?
Yeah. Like I train people.
Okay.
And he works with his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So like
So you-
Film a dad. We said it
it's
too
become
much.
about his dad.
No,
I love
we
it.
should vilify him. At the end of the day, he's somewhat since they've come around. They work together. He's giving you a flat.
Yeah,
It's just difficult to digest sometimes for the guy, but he's obviously.
So again,
he's-
he wanted to keep me close. So he was
Yeah.
like, "I'll give you this part of the business."
It's quite a happy
Manage
story.
it.
It is quite a happy story if you see it that way. But like, yeah, with 2 jobs and then to make content, it sometimes gets really
So,
crazy.
what is your timings for this conventional jobs? Yours is normal timings.
Mine is like what 10 to 6.
Yeah, and you?
Random. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. So
Okay.
we kind
Like
of
a
just
3-hour shift. So we
3-4 hour shifts.
we batch make.
So when do you do your content?
We kind of plan it at night or whenever we get time on call or on chat, and
Oh,
then
really?
yeah, and then whenever we
But you don't think you're good enough now to do this as full time and not have to?
It's a
I
very
mean,
big
you can
risk.
always do a little bit of work.
Yeah,
I
but-
honestly enjoy working. Like, it's not that I don't want to just do this. This is amazing and like this will be a great thing to happen. But like, I like some like then this will be 24/7.
It might be too much of a good thing.
It is like too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah.
Like I need to
Space
be
is important.
Exactly, and that gives me that
Honestly,
mental space to
you're
meet other
straight.
people.
Honestly, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You've got to have some little, and you've got to have interaction with other society.
Exactly.
You can't just be two people because that's a great
Exactly.
romantic story. But after 6 years, look
Yeah.
at your parents.
And I'm really
Horrible.
passionate about fitness, so when I meet like-minded people, it's like a fun time for me.
Yeah.
So
But this fit, you look pretty buffed yourself. So what do you do?
I wore a big shirt today. So
Yeah,
it's
look
not
at it,
seen.
don't
I'm being shy.
But he is buff.
No, I've seen his videos with his shirt off. And all that. Yeah. So you watch your nutrition as well.
Pantos on or no?
No.
Sorry.
Pantos on or no?
Shut up.
By the way, I come from nobody wears pants. It's not a thing. Bad Indian legs, nobody cares.
Bad Indian legs.
So nutrition all important.
Sorry.
Do you take your nutrition important? I mean, you pay
No,
attention?
I'm saying it. No, he has 5 dinners.
3.
But that's good.
No.
He
So
obviously burns off a lot, so he can eat more.
listen, I just thank my mother every day. She has a
Genetics.
very yes. She has huge calves.
And
I've
hair.
got hair.
Yeah, carbs are very genetic.
Yeah, and metabolism. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hair also. Huh? How's your hair? All good? All good.
Sindhi
for now.
genetics.
Sindhi gen.
But that hair is everywhere else. So
Except
this
down
genetics,
there.
It's got nothing to do with where you come from. That's just go. Yeah, all right. So we hope to see you soon.
Yes.
Come back, chat some more anytime you want to. And next time, bring us the worst stories that you've ever heard. I'd
And
love
the
to hear
fan.
them. And the fan, yeah. I'm going to try my hand at it. Can you just show me the action?
Basically, hold the top and just go like clack clack. It makes a sound.
And what's the head movement like?
No head movement.
You just
He
dance.
doesn't appear gay enough. He's not doing it right. Do it again. But see, he moves his head nicely. Do it.
He's
Nah,
half
just-
straight. No, that's why.
Don't try these stunts at home. You can hurt your wrist. Be very careful.
Yes.
All right. Honey, I'm home. Check it out. Where? YouTube, Insta, where else?
That's
Not Facebook in case his mom is watching. That's it.
Thank you so much. That was so fun.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please. तमीज से बात करना है ना, important people यार.